Last episode, we finally created a virtual machine which was talking to the internet. Also, my host PC was talking to the virtual machine server which we created. Okay, but let me take you back to my own journey. Back few years ago, I was already deep into Linux. Also, I got Red Hat certified. Honestly, I'll never forget the day I set up my very first home web server. I was just sitting there refreshing my browser over and over that I could reach a page hosted on my own server. That was the moment it all clicked. This isn't just theory, you are building something real. Okay, this is how we try to learn every day. You might have a question in your mind, why do we need web servers? What is the use of web servers? Because web servers power everything online, from Google to your local restaurants online delivery. Okay, if you want to work in DevOps, system admins, or backend, you must know how to launch, configure, and troubleshoot servers. What are we going to do today? So today we are going to install Nginx on our virtual server which we created yesterday, making sure it's running on our virtual machine. Today we will install Nginx, one of the most popular web servers. Make sure it's running on the virtual machine and access it from our home browser. Okay, from my home PC, I will open a browser and I should be able to access this web server. Okay, how are we going to do it? I'll show you each step, troubleshooting any failures, and share what I learned from breaking my own labs. Before we dive in, let me quickly show you how this works behind the scenes. This is gold for interviews and real troubleshooting. Your browser, home PC. From home PC, you are searching in the browser, okay, to your VM's IP. So this is my server, Nginx server. The request, as soon as you search for the IP, the request will go to the firewall. So this is my firewall, the gatekeeper. If the right port isn't open, nothing gets through. If the gate lets it through, the request lands on web server. Nothing but Nginx in this case. If the firewall passes that particular port 80, then it will come to the Nginx web page. Nginx grabs your home page that will be sitting in some directory, index.html for example, and it will try to send it back to the browser. That way, you are seeing it on your home PC. So every time you type the IP in the browser, you are basically saying, hey VM, show me your home page. If anything breaks, this flow helps you pinpoint the problem, firewall, server, or network. It can be anything. I mean, we'll see multiple issues in real-time environment. Just for your understanding, I am trying to picture this. This is like a very simple explanation I am trying to give. There is a lot to learn, but slowly you will learn everything. Okay, give it some time. In the coming episodes, videos, I'm going to explain more and more how things work in the real world environments. Okay, let's get to the demo part. So first step is like I logged into my server, DevOps Lab 1, the same server which we created. Here I am going to install OpenSSH server so that I can connect from my home PC to the server. I think I already did this part of the virtual machine creation. If someone missed this, you can install it using sudo apt install command and the package name OpenSSH server. Press enter. It will ask for password. You need to provide password. And it says 0 upgraded, 0 newly installed, 0 to remove, 59 not upgraded. because it's already present on my server. If it is not present on your server, it will install. Don't worry about it. If you see any kind of errors, drop it in the comments. Now, what I will do, IP address show. IPAS is nothing but showed me the IP address. These are like the commands. I will go back to my home PC, open the terminal. So this is my home PC, WSL environment I'm using. So here I'm going to say SSH Arbaz is my name, like the username, at the rate 192.168.0.208. Okay. Now I'm going to minimize this virtual machine. Going forward, I am going to use this terminal to work on each and every video. This is very important to get into DevOps. Okay, let's continue. SSH Arbaz at 192.168. Okay, we see the first error saying connection reset by 192. Port 22. So there is a problem with the port 22. This is how real troubleshooting begins now. Let's look at the SSH service status. For that, I am going to run sudo systemctl status ssh.service. Press enter. Okay, looks like there is some problem with my SSH service. Failed to start SSH service. Let me try to restart. Let's try our luck whether it will work or not. Oh no, it is not working. Job for SSH service failed because the control process exited with error code. Okay, let's try to run this command sudo sshd-t. Press enter. If the output is like clear, okay, no host keys available, exiting. Okay, this is the problem. No host keys available hyphen exiting. I am going to copy that error, open my browser, and let's look at the documentation. Let's look for this first link. SSH failed to start due to missing host keys. Let's see what did he do. So I can see SSH, open SSH server daemon. The config does not include. Okay, looks like it has a configuration that we need to include somehow, that is like missing. On WSL, this worked. Sudo ssh-key gen sudo service ssh-s full restart. Okay, let's look at the other URL if we can find something. So here also is trying to generate certificate, stack trace. Yeah, looks like there is a certificate problem. And let me go here. This error fixed. Okay, let's try to run this command and see what will happen. Sudo ssh keygen -a. Sudo ssh keygen -a. Press enter. Okay, now let's try to start our service once again and see if it will work. Sudo systemctl restart ssh. Okay, now let's look at the status. Looks like our online troubleshooting worked. Status ssh dot. Wow, congratulations. Active running. Now let's go back to my home PC, desktop PC, and let's try to once again connect SSH Arbaz at 192. The same. Authenticity of host can't be established. Okay, are you sure you want to continuing? Yes, I would like to continue. Press enter. It is asking me for password. Give the password of the user which you created, and we are into our virtual machine. Congratulations. This is like very good point, I would say, for our series. We have successfully connected to our virtual server. Now let's try to install Nginx. For that, I am going to use sudo apt install nginx-y. Press enter. Again, the password. It will take, let's say, a minute or two. Once this is done, we are going to, let's say, start Nginx service. So the same command, once again, how we did for sudo system ct. Let me clear the screen. That would be much clearer. Sudo system ctl status nginx. I can see actively running. That means I should be able to access it from my browser. So once again, let's look at the IP address 192.168.208. I will copy this, go back to my browser and paste it here. Press enter. Welcome to Nginx page. We have successfully configured Nginx and it is running on our server, which is sitting on our virtual box, and we are able to access from my host PC. Welcome to Nginx. You just launched your first home lab website. The first time I tried this, nothing worked. I spent 30 minutes debugging. Turns out my firewall was blocking everything. Let's not repeat my mistakes. If you don't see the page, your firewall might be blocking port 80. Refresh your browser, still not working. Double check your steps and remember, every engineer gets stuck. I logged myself out of VMs more times than I can count. Take a breath and keep going. Here is a real world career hack. If you can explain how you set up web server, open firewall ports, and fixed access issues, you stand out in interviews. This is practical experience recruiters look for, not just memorizing commands, but actually building and troubleshooting. Now it's your turn. Try customizing your Nginx homepage. Edit this file. I'm pointing to the location var www.html index.nginxdbn.html. Try to edit this file. Put your name, a meme, anything. Share a screenshot in the comments. I will give a shout out in the next episode. If you get stuck on specifications, VirtualBox, or anything else, just drop a comment. I will respond to you quickly. Next time, we'll break our web server on purpose and then recover it just like a real DevOps engineer. Plus, you'll get a taste of automation, how to deploy or fix things with a single script. So hit subscribe, smash that like button, and get ready. Your home lab is about to level up.